What's going on YouTube? Thomas L here. Since since the talented actress Nicole Kidman has loads of films coming out each month, like right now she's in the new film Boy Erased with Russell Crowe and Lucas Hedges. Next month she's in both Aquaman and this film called Destroyer. Destroyer looks great, by the way. And in January, she's in the new film The Upside. And my money is on that Big Little Lies season 2 will probably premiere in February. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but I'm having fun. I won't be surprised if it premieres in February. And I gotta say, Nicole Kidman she's a world class actress. She's an Oscar winning actress. She's been in lots of good stuff over the years. So I decided to do a top 10 list of my 10 favorite Nicole Kidman movies because she's been in a lot of stuff. So with that being said, here's my top 10 list. Coming in at number 10 will be the film Lion, which was a film that scored a Best Picture nomination when it got released. Lion, that movie was pretty good. Besides Kim, it also starred the likes of Dev Patel, David Demon, and Rooney Mara. Dev Patel, I thought, was fantastic in this movie as well. Now, this film is also based on a book by Saro Bareilles and is directed by Garth Davis. It's about like a 5-year-old Indian boy who gets lost on the streets and thousands of kilometers from home. So he survives many challenges before being adopted by a couple in Australia, played by Nicole Kidman and David Demon. And like 25 years later, now a grown man, he sets out to find his lost family. It's a really heartbreaking film. It's also based on a true story, and it's pretty intense at times. Had a pretty good cast. Nicole Kidman gave a really good performance. I believe she also scored a Oscar nomination for this, if I'm not mistaken. Gotta double check that, but if you guys haven't seen Lion, I highly recommend it. It's a really good little film worth checking out. Alright, coming in at number 9 will be the ghost movie, The Others. Now, remember that scene in Scary Movie 3 where Charlie Sheen is, finding his daughter, and he's thinking that his daughter is like hiding in a ghost sheet, and so he pulls off the cover, and it ends up being Michael Jackson. Well, that scene there is actually a spoof of The Others. There's a little tidbit for you there. The Others is a really creepy ghost film. And I mean, Nicole Kidman, she could show that she could do anything. I mean, she could do like horror, period dramas. She could do comedy well. That's how much of a great actress I think Nicole Kidman could be. And here she really shows her stuff. If you guys haven't seen The Others, it got released in, let me pull up the year. It got released in 2001, I believe. Yeah, 2001. And it's a creepy one. If you guys love a good ghost film and you want to see Nicole Kidman, train her major talents, definitely check out The Others because I think you'll probably enjoy it. It's a little slow at times, I'm not gonna lie there, but it's still a pretty creepy little film. Coming in at number 8 is a weird one, and I mean a weird one. That is Stanley Kubrick's classic Eyes Wide Shut. I believe this was Kubrick's last film before he passed away. Eyes Wide Shut is weird. I mean, when I mean weird, I mean weird. This film had Nicole Kidman starring with Tom Cruise, who I believe was also married at the time. I think this was like the last movie that Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise worked on together. If I'm not mistaken. Gotta double check that. But now this movie was released. Now Eyes Wide Shut was released in. I think, let me put the year out. In 1999. Boy, I feel old. This movie turns 20 next year. Wow. And I mean, it's weird. You know, there's like lots of sexual activities in this film. Really, I don't even want to explain the movie because you guys got to watch it. If I explain it, it's gonna sound weird. I mean, if you guys still haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut by now, I highly recommend it. It's a really provocative film, and definitely one of Tom Cruise's most provocative film ever as well. But it's still a decent film. I mean, good performances by Kidman, by Cruise. Stanley Kubrick did a really good job with this. It's just the movie is completely weird. All right, coming in at number 7 is another pretty creepy one, and that is the 2004 film Birth. Now, Birth was directed by Jonathan. What's his name again? His first name is Jonathan. Let me. Wait, Jonathan Glazer. Why did I freeze up on his name? Anyway, now this movie is literally weird. Nicole Kidman plays a woman who's convinced that her dead husband has been reborn, but as a young boy. That's pretty much it. The little boy here is played by Cameron Bright, who you might remember from some of the Twilight films. He's been in like other stuff. Now this movie is pretty cool. Nicole Kidman, actually, I thought gave a really good performance, as she always does. Yeah, I mean it's actually a mystery, romance, and a drama all into one. If you guys haven't seen Birth by now, it's also pretty slow. But if you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I think it is slightly also underrated. It's not really a film that lots of people really talk about, but it's actually a really good one. All right, coming in at number 6 is Batman Forever. Now this movie doesn't really get a whole lot of love, but I gotta say, Batman Forever I think is pretty decent. It's actually more of a guilty pleasure, but mostly Batman and Robin is more of a guilty pleasure. But Batman Forever I really like. Nicole Kidman actually plays the love interest of Batman. Of this time around, Batman is played by Val Kilmer, who was also a pretty decent. Emily Jones as Two Face. Jim Carrey was the Riddler. How awesome was Jim Carrey as the Riddler, by the way? Yeah. Also, you had a original song by Coolio. Batman Forever is loads of fun. It's not really like. Sorry about that. It's not really great by any means, but it's not all that bad either. All right, coming in at number five will be the speed racing film Days of Thunder, which also starred Tom Cruise. Days of Thunder is really cool. You even had Robert Duvall in this. Now, this I guess you could say this is like Top Gun, but with car racing instead of planes. I mean, yeah, Days of Thunder is loads of fun. It got released in early '90s, and it's pure '90s fun. Too bad they never really went ahead and did a sequel, but hey, Days of Thunder it's definitely a fun one worth checking out. Let me put the. It was also directed by. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was also directed by the late Tony Scott. Man, I miss that guy. If you guys still haven't seen Days of Thunder, I definitely check it out. You don't even have to be a car racing fan to really appreciate it because it's that good. All right, coming in at number four will be The Hours, which is a period film with Nicole Kidman as Virginia Woolf. The Hours is another really good Kidman film worth checking out. Besides Kidman, I also had people like Meryl Streep, who's of course one of the greatest actresses of all time. Who else was in also? Oh yeah, Julianne Moore was also in this. Yeah, I mean The Hours is really good. It was directed by Stephen Daldry, who was also attached to direct that Obi-Wan Kenobi film, but God knows if that's ever happening. If you guys haven't seen The Hours, it's also pretty slow, but it's a really good film. And Nicole Kidman definitely gave a really good performance here. Again, she's Kidman. She always gives good performances. All right, coming in at number three will be Practical Magic. Now, I recently did my 10 favorite witch movies, and Practical Magic was in that list. You have Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock as both witches. They both had good chemistry in this movie. This book got released in late 90, I think 99 or 98. It's a it's a cult classic. It's really cute, charming. Kevin and both play off each other well. You even had Diane Reese in this. Pretty good supporting cast. If you guys haven't seen Practical Magic by now, definitely check it out. I'll let you see. Too bad they never really went ahead and did a sequel, because I think Practical Magic was actually worthy for a sequel. All right, coming in at number two will be the film To Die For. This one had the likes of Nicole Kidman as well as Matt Dillon and Joaquin Phoenix. And it was also directed by Gus Van Sant, who's a really good director. Now, this was actually one of Nicole Kidman's like earliest film, and I love Nicole Kidman in this. This was actually the movie that I met. This was the movie that made me kind of have a bit of a crush on Nicole Kidman. She was amazing in this movie. This film is completely creepy. She really played off of. She really worked well with Joaquin Phoenix and Matt Dillon. It's also based on a book, and it's really good. If you guys haven't seen To Die For, this is another good Nicole Kidman film worth checking out. And it's actually one of her darkest roles, I gotta say. Alright, coming in at number one is kind of a no shocker. It's the musical classic Moulin Rouge. This one came out in 2001 or 2002, around that range. Moulin Rouge is fantastic. Ewan McGregor was in this with Nicole Kidman. This movie has some good music to it. It's like a fantasy music film. It's fantastic to watch. And I believe Nicole Kidman scored a Oscar nomination for this, if I'm not mistaken. If not, that's a crime because she was amazing in this. She also had really good chemistry with McGregor. I think, yeah, those two really worked well together in this. I don't think they ever really worked together again since Moulin Rouge, but yeah, it's fantastic. If you guys still haven't had a chance to check out Moulin Rouge, here we go. I mean, lots of people always consider it the best musical movie of all time. That's not really me. I mean, it's a good film, but I don't really consider it as the best music of all time. But it's definitely a good one worth checking out. Anyway, that's pretty much it for my 10 favorite Nicole Kidman films. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Line. Number 9, The Others. Number 8, Eyes Wide Shut. 7, Birth. 6, Batman Forever. 5, Days of Thunder. 4, The Hours. 3, Practical Magic. 2, To Die For. And 1, Moulin Rouge. Now, there's a few others I could have added. Cold Mountain's a good one. Let's see. Paddington she was in. The Killing of a Sacred Deer is a good one. Yeah, Nicole Kidman's been in a lot of stuff. Let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite Nicole Kidman movies? Drop a comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.